I am Pinoy Rob.
I am Pinoy Rob.
And for the headlines, weather forecast, heavy rains cause flooding in Palawan. Local news, DENR to reassess the CDO engineered sanitary landfill. Paid signatures issue called a demolition job. Soldier claiming suspected minerals arrested for gun ban violation. Suspected middleman in Fornilio's killing under protective custody. National news. Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment trial could begin after Marcos Jr.'s SONA, says Escudero. International news. Beijing condemns U.S.-Japan joint statement on the South China Sea. Alex Calleja expresses gratitude as his stand-up comedy special reaches #1 on Netflix PH. Sports. PBA marks its golden milestone, reveals logo for historic 50th anniversary celebration. International feature, Black Hawk helicopter, wreckage lifted from the Potomac River. National news, survey, majority of Filipinos find ayuda beneficial. And trivia, apples float in water because they are 25% air.
If you find this segment informative, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to stay updated with our latest news, and share this broadcast to your friends and family. Your support helps us keep you informed. Help us get our first 10,000 subscribers. Your engagement matters. Liking, sharing, and subscribing to our content not only helps more people discover the important stories we bring you, but also supports our team's hard work. It boosts our visibility in the algorithm, making it easier for others to find ways to stay informed. Plus, it helps us generate more resources to continue delivering the news you rely on. Thank you for being part of our community.
Good morning, Philippines. Magandang umaga, Luzon, ug mayong adlaw, Visayas ug Mindanao. Today is Tuesday, February 11, 2025. I am Athalia Pisanel. Local news, DENR to reassess the CDO engineered sanitary landfill. Department of Environment and Natural Resources Secretary Maria Antonia Loizaga has ordered a thorough reassessment of the condition of the engineered sanitary landfill in Barangay Pagalungan, this city. This comes after former City Mayor Oscar Moreno wrote to the Secretary to raise concerns about what he claims is the city's unclear waste management efforts, despite millions being spent on payments to the contracted garbage collector. Moreno stated that the City Hall continues to mobilize barangays and several departments for garbage collection, even though this responsibility falls under Jomara Tensil, which has a multi-million contract each year. Previously, City Local Environment and Natural Resources Office Manager Engineer Armand Cuenca called Moreno's allegations false, stating that the former mayor, once his ally in the previous administration, was making up stories. Cuenca said that Moreno's claims were untrue and that the former mayor should, in fact, be blamed for the sanitary landfill's inefficiencies due to certain deficiencies left unaddressed. Paid signatures issue called a demolition job. Former city mayor and former House Prosecution Panel member Attorney Oscar Moreno called the criticism against the 240 lawmakers who supported the impeachment complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte a demolition job orchestrated by certain individuals. This comes after allegations surfaced that some congressmen received millions of pesos in exchange for signing the complaints against Duterte. Moreno stated that these accusations were unfair to the lawmakers who simply wanted Vice President Inday Sara to be held accountable for nearly 10 articles of impeachment currently pending in the Senate. He added that this was a significant opportunity for Vice President Sara to defend herself by providing proper responses to the allegations. Moreno, who previously served as a congressman for the 1st District of Misamis Oriental, was among those who voted to remove former President Joseph Erap Estrada from office due to the Hueteng Payola scandal in 2000 to 2001. Soldier claiming suspected minerals arrested for gun ban violation. An active soldier practically sent himself to jail after attempting to settle the case involving a cargo truck loaded with sacks of various types of rocks and sand, which was earlier confiscated in Purok 2, Barangay Digkilaan, Mantika, Misamis Oriental. This happened after he entered the police station carrying his .45 caliber firearm along with ammunition, without a gun ban exemption, despite the country being under the election period. The suspect was able to present some documents related to the possession of the firearm, but these were deemed invalid as he lacked authorization from the Commission on Elections. As a result, the soldier was detained at the Mantika police station and has been formally charged with a criminal case at the Provincial Prosecutor's Office. Earlier, the Police Regional Office 10, through its spokesperson Major Joan Navarro, revealed that more than 20 individuals have already been arrested, and 21 firearms, along with over 100 rounds of various types of ammunition, have been confiscated since the implementation of the gun ban campaign. Suspected middleman in Fornillos killing under protective custody. More individuals may face murder charges in connection with the death of the late Adrian Rovic Fornillos of Barangay Lapasan, who was killed over 2 years ago in this city. This development comes after the Fornillos family's lawyer, Attorney Dale Brian Mordeno, confirmed that the alleged middleman has come forward. He was reportedly tasked by detained Pastor Denver Andales to hire a gunman to kill the victim in May 2023 in Barangay Nazareth. Mordeno stated that this is a significant breakthrough in the murder case filed against Andales and another pastor involved in the crime. He added that Andales is not the only one implicated, as several high-ranking officials may also face charges following the testimony of the alleged middleman. According to the informant, Andales allegedly offered 100,000 pesos to hire a gunman to kill Fornillos. The source further revealed that Andales has ordered the killing because Fornillos was allegedly involved in a relationship with his partner. Because of this, he reportedly met with the hired killer multiple times to plan the crime. Previously, police had classified Fornillos' murder as a crime of passion, believing that he was romantically involved with Andales' partner. Andales, who is currently detained at Lumbia City Jail for murder, voluntarily surrendered but strongly denies the crime. As of this report, the Andales family has not yet issued a statement. Weather forecast. Heavy rains cause flooding in Palawan. Palawan has seen record-breaking rainfall with heavy precipitation persisting for days, causing severe flooding. Streets are submerged, homes and businesses affected, and evacuations and water rescues are ongoing. Satellite imagery shows intense thunderstorms and convection remaining stationary, continuously producing new storm cells. This is linked to a low-pressure area, though not classified as a tropical depression. The Japan Meteorological Agency has identified it as a stagnant low-pressure system, fueling instability and heavy rain over Palawan. By Tuesday, the system is expected to weaken slightly as it moves westward, shifting rainfall toward Vietnam. While Palawan may see some relief, Central Luzon will still experience showers. Rainfall is forecasted to decrease in Palawan and eastern Visayas, with clearer skies by midweek. Meanwhile, Manila will continue to see scattered showers from the shear line until the weekend when drier conditions are expected, though another cold surge may develop. A high-pressure ridge over Japan is driving moisture into the low-pressure system, worsening instability. Though Palawan may get some relief, Manila and Central Luzon will remain rainy.
A pedestrian lane is an interim or temporary pedestrian facility that may be appropriate on roads with low to moderate speeds and volumes. A pedestrian lane is a designated space on the roadway for exclusive use of pedestrians. The lane may be on one or both sides of the roadway and can fill gaps between important destinations in a community. Washing hands can keep you healthy and prevent the spread of respiratory and diarrheal infections. Germs can spread from person to person or from surfaces to people when you touch your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands.
National news. Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment trial could begin after Marcos Jr.'s SONA, says Escudero. The impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte may begin after President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s State of the Nation address in July this year, Senate President Francis Chis Escudero said on Monday. In a press conference, Escudero stated that the trial might take place during the 20th Congress. Most likely, it will begin when the new Congress officially starts functioning. That means after the SONA. I believe the SONA is on July 21, so the trial will commence after that date, Escudero said. He explained that senators have several tasks to complete before convening as an impeachment court. The first thing that will happen after setting the rules is sending a summon to the respondent. The respondent has 10 days to reply unless they request an extension, which will likely be granted, he said. After that, there will be another 10 days to submit a reply. The respondent may request an extension, and afterward, they might also ask to submit a rejoinder, which is their right, he added. Last Wednesday, the House of Representatives impeached Duterte, with 215 members supporting the fourth impeachment complaint against the vice president, while an additional 25 lawmakers later signed the articles of impeachment. International news. Beijing condemns U.S.-Japan joint statement on the South China Sea. Beijing stated on Monday that a joint statement by the United States and Japan condemning its provo activities in the disputed South China Sea was an attack and smear against China. China claims almost the entire South China Sea, despite a 2016 international ruling that declared these claims had no legal basis. On Friday, after meeting in Washington, U.S. President Donald Trump and Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba stated that they oppose China's unlawful maritime claims, militarization of reclaimed features, and threatening unprovocative activities in the South China Sea. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Guo Jiakun responded saying the China-related content of the U.S.-Japan joint statement bluntly interferes in China's internal affairs, attacks and smears China, and exaggerates regional tensions. He added that China had lodged solemn representations with both countries during a regular press briefing. Friday's meeting was the first between Trump and Ishiba, where both leaders praised each other and reinforced their long-standing security and trade alliance. Japan remains one of the United States' closest allies in Asia, with around 54,000 U.S. military personnel stationed in the country. In recent months, Beijing has become more assertive in pressing its territorial claims in the South China Sea, which overlap with those of Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia, Brunei, the Philippines, and Taiwan. Entertainment. Alex Calleja expresses gratitude as his stand-up comedy special reaches #1 on Netflix PH. Filipino comedian Alex Calleja expressed his gratitude on social media after his stand-up comedy special Tamang Panahon reached the #1 spot on Netflix Philippines Top 10 TV shows list. I woke up to find out that my stand-up comedy special is now #1 on Netflix. We are the first stand-up comedy special featuring a pure Pinoy stand-up comedian to reach #1 on Netflix. Alex shared on social media platform X his appreciation to his team who helped him turn his dream into reality. I'm beyond happy that all the hard work paid off, together with my fellow comedians from the comedy crew. Thank you to everyone who contributed to making this dream come true, he said. The comedian added, "It really was tamang panahon. Thank you so much." Fans quickly flooded the comments with congratulations. "You are so funny. Love your Netflix show. More to come," one fan wrote. "I watched it and really enjoyed it," another commented. In a January interview, Alex shared insights about his stand-up special on Netflix. "My stand-up is really usually labeled as a mainstream because my jokes are highly relatable. I always choose topics that are easy to absorb because I believe that, in a way, we are still trying to win over the Filipino audience to stand-up comedy," he explained. Sports. PBA marks its golden milestone, reveals logo for historic 50th anniversary celebration. The PBA has officially unveiled its logo for its upcoming 50th anniversary celebration later this year. The league revealed a logo featuring the text PBA 50 in gold, symbolizing the long journey that Asia's first professional basketball league has gone through since establishment in 1975. "This marks the launch of our 50th anniversary," said PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall during a press conference on Monday in Mandaluyong, as he shared how the league will hold various festivities, starting with the Season 49 Commissioners' Cup semifinals on February 26. This will start in the semifinals. For now, there will only be patches, but starting April 4 or 5, during the Philippine Cup, the logo will be embedded. All our merchandise will carry the 50th logo, uniforms, referees, everything, he added. Aside from this, the PBA is also planning celebrations on April 9, the actual founding date of the league, and the weekend following it. However, this will be separate from the grand opening of Season 50, which is currently scheduled for October 5 at the Araneta Coliseum. All our patches will have the 50th anniversary logo. In April, our birth month, we will add 10 more players to the list of the 50 greatest players. October 5 will be the biggest event. We are inviting all former players, he shared. The October opening will be a homecoming of sorts of past league players, officials, executives, and personalities who have been part of the PBA through the years. International feature. Black Hawk helicopter wreckage lifted from the Potomac River. The U.S. National Transportation Safety Board and Federal Aviation Administration retrieved parts of the wreckage of a Black Hawk helicopter on Friday. The helicopter had collided with American Airlines jet last year near Washington's Reagan Airport, resulting in 67 fatalities. This was the deadliest U.S. air disaster in more than 20 years, with both aircraft plunging into the Potomac River. The NTSB previously stated that the helicopter had been flying about 100 feet over the maximum permitted altitude for the route. On Thursday, Senate Commerce Committee Chair Ted Cruz told reporters that the Black Hawk helicopter had turned off its automatic dependent surveillance broadcast, which military aircraft are allowed to do. ADS-B is an advanced surveillance technology used to track aircraft locations. Cruz noted that while the helicopter had a transponder to appear on radar, ADS-B provides significantly more accurate tracking. According to an update on its website, the NTSB stated that the wreckage would be securely stored for further investigation. National feature. Survey. Majority of Filipinos find ayuda beneficial. Most Filipinos believe that the government's social welfare programs are beneficial, according to surveys commissioned by the Start-Based Group. A survey conducted by the social weather stations revealed that 90% of Filipinos consider the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program helpful, while 88% also find the Tulong Panghanap Buhay sa Ating or Displaced Workers program beneficial. The 4Ps provides financial aid to poor and near-poor families who commit to conditions such as bringing their children to medical check-ups and ensuring their school attendance. Meanwhile, TUPAD is the Department of Labor and Employment's emergency employment program for displaced and disadvantaged workers in the informal sector. SWS also found that 81% of the respondents believe the Ayuda sa Kapos Ang Kita program is helpful, and the same percentage of respondents said that the government's food stamp initiative, the Walang Gutom program, benefits unprivileged Filipinos. ACAP, managed by the Department of Social Welfare and Development, provides financial assistance to minimum wage earners not covered by other DSWD programs. The program became controversial last year when Senator Amy Marcos claimed that its funding was inserted into the budget without being part of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s proposed spending plan. The Strat-Based Commission SWS surveyed polled 1,800 respondents from January 17 to 20, 2025. Trivia. Apples float in water because they are 25% air. That gala apple you just had for a snack earlier may have been sweet and juicy, but you may not have known that you've just consumed a bunch of air. According to Parley Farms, your average apple is about 25% air in volume, while Healthline reports that the rest of the apple is mostly water. It is thanks to this high percentage of air that apples can float, as it makes them less dense than the water they are put in. This natural buoyancy is what makes apple bobbing a fun and traditional game during autumn festivals, particularly on Halloween. The pockets of air inside the fruit not only contribute to its ability to float, but also play a role in its crisp texture. The more air an apple contains, the crunchier it tends to be. As apples age and lose moisture, their air content decreases, making them softer over time. Interestingly, the amount of air inside an apple varies depending on the variety. Some apples, like Honeycrisp, are known for their extra crunchy texture due to their larger air pockets, while denser varieties like Fuji have a firmer bite. This unique structure also helps apples stay fresh longer compared to other fruits with higher water content and less air. So the next time you bite into a delicious apple, remember you're not just enjoying its sweetness and juiciness, but also a surprising amount of air. And that was the information we got from here and abroad. Keep listening and watching. Please subscribe Pinoy Rob on YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, and have a wonderful day.
If you find this segment informative, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to stay updated with our latest news, and share this broadcast to your friends and family. Your support helps us keep you informed. Help us get our first 10,000 subscribers. Your engagement matters. Liking, sharing, and subscribing to our content not only helps more people discover the important stories we bring you, but also supports our team's hard work. It boosts our visibility in the algorithm, making it easier for others to find ways to stay informed. Plus, it helps us generate more resources to continue delivering the news you rely on. Thank you for being part of our community.